Hello everybody, welcome to Sensible Fitness, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't compare yourself to athletes. Now, when I say athletes, I'm referring to sportsmen or professional bodybuilders. I'm not talking about, those people with huge bodies on Instagram. I'll make a separate video about them at a later date. Firstly, as with the celebrities video, athletes are people that have trained for years. Many athletes often train from when they were kids, when they are 5, 6, 7 years old. And let's take one of the most famous athletes, Messi. I'm sure you've all heard the stories about how Messi used to work at a tea stall and then would go to football practice, right? And he was what, 5, 6 years old at the time. Most sportsmen do keep training from when they were kids. So if you're going to start training and maybe you've been training for a year or 2 years, you're still behind them by at least a couple of decades. So if you don't look like them, it is because of that, because you're 20 years behind them. And if you were to work out consistently for 20 years, then sure, you will definitely have a body that will be comparable to theirs. Second is genetics. Now, yes, again, more than genetics, consistency and training the proper way is, of course, important. But genetics plays a huge role when it comes to body composition and stuff like that. And your athletes, especially the major and super successful athletes, are very lucky in terms of their genes. They are genetic freaks in the best way possible, which is why they do become, such elite athletes. Now, of course, there is a huge amount of effort and huge amount of consistency from their part, but genetics does definitely play a role. Third, again, like with celebrities, this is their job. And in fact, more than celebrities, this being fit, having a body that is very prepared for physical activity is indeed their job. Many professional sportsmen have an entire team of experts sort of helping them, coaching them, and teaching them along the way, which most of us don't have, and indeed most of us cannot afford. And of course, most of us also have a life outside of fitness. You have your own hobbies, you have friends, family, people to take care of, stuff to do that these people don't have. This is their job. They spend 10, 12 hours a day doing this job. Fitness is their main thing. And then, of course, they do have other hobbies, but this will be their job. So they can, of course, devote more time to fitness, which most of us can't. And fourth, and I'm mainly including this because most athletes do this, that athletes sell bullshit. Now, I'm sure if you've been going through Instagram fitness enough, you've seen one of these things. Now, this is called an ab stimulator, and many athletes sell this stuff. The most famous of them being Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, he obviously sells these things, and he says, this sort of electric stimulation device gave him the abs that he has. And they didn't. They absolutely didn't. I mean, this electric stimulation, putting this stuff to your abs and then shocking your abs will not give you abs. If you want abs, you have to work those abdominal muscles and you have to reduce your body fat to a low enough level that those ab muscles are actually visible. I have discussed this in my video, The Truth About Abs. I'll leave the link to that in the cards and in the description. And this is not the only thing that they sell. They sell a ton of stuff, weight loss stuff, and of course, if you're Indian, Boost is probably the most comparable product out there. So these things which they sell will not necessarily make you look or perform like them. So stop buying it thinking, oh yes, I'll become the next freak athlete. You won't. And last but not least is the use of special juices. You can just Google, athletes and substance abuse, and you will get a list, a massive list of athletes that take substances. And while they still have to put in some form of effort, building muscle and building their body, building their athletic capacity becomes so much more easier when you're taking and when you're abusing substances. Most of us shouldn't do that. Most of us don't do that. And therefore, we cannot develop bodies like that. If you're going fully natural, you cannot get a freak body like most of the bodybuilders out there. Most of them do abuse certain substances, which is why their muscles look the way it does. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please do like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be notified every time a new video drops. If you have any comments, questions, doubts, or any topic ideas which you would like me to turn into a full-fledged video like this one, please do leave it in the comments down below. Please do also follow us on all social media platforms. The links are in the description as well. If you're interested in conversations about music, please do check out the Basic Trouble podcast. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.